Hey everyone, Dusty here, and today I'm going to show you what I put in all of my smoothies. As an endurance athlete and a triathlete who does a lot of training, smoothies are key for keeping my energy up and for myself to keep weight on. And let me show you what I put in them. Okay, so first up, the base of all my smoothies are almost always a banana, and then maybe 1 to 2 cups of frozen fruit. Now, I don't recommend that you use bananas in your smoothies if you're trying to lose weight. Bananas in general are very high in carbohydrates and should probably be avoided entirely if you're trying to lose excess weight. But for myself, I'm training multiple times a day, so I use up the energy that's in bananas and they aren't really an issue for me. So I have the carbohydrates taken care of. Now, the next thing I usually put in is a source of fat. So a healthy fat that I always use is coconut oil, and putting a healthy fat in your smoothie is something I recommend you do every time. And when I have a smoothie for breakfast and I put a heaping tablespoon of coconut oil in, it's unbelievable how much more energy I have throughout the morning. Even if I have a training session that morning and all I've had for breakfast is a smoothie but with some coconut oil, I won't be hungry and I won't get any cravings until at least lunchtime. Whereas if I just had a smoothie and forgot the coconut oil, you'd be very surprised how quickly I'll get hungry. So a couple tablespoons of coconut oil. And another thing I should mention is another good source of fat is avocado. I just don't like avocados, unfortunately, but that is one fat that a lot of people throw in their smoothies. And when you do use avocados, I would recommend that you take your banana out. All right, so I have my carbohydrates and I have my source of fat. Next up is protein. So one protein I like to use a lot are hemp hearts. Hemp hearts are a great source of protein and one of the few plant-based sources that are actually a complete protein. So what that means is hemp hearts contain the 9 essential amino acids that our bodies need. Not all plants provide this, but hemp is one of the few that actually has the complete 9 essential amino acids. So I would say I use hemp in my proteins most of the time. And then when I don't use hemp, it's usually after a really big or a really tough workout. I'll use a source of whey protein isolate. Now, if you're vegan, this won't work for you, but I'm a big believer that whey protein isolate is one of the most effective protein sources for repairing muscles. So I haven't done my really big workout yet, so I'm just going to put hemp hearts in my smoothie today. So those are the 3 main things that you want to make sure that you always have in your smoothies. A source of carbohydrates, which everyone will always have in their smoothie. 2, a source of protein. So in this one, I'm using hemp hearts. And 3, make sure you put a source of fat in. So that could be cashews, flaxseed oil, avocado, or you can use what I did and use coconut oil, which tastes really good. And then of course, for some extras, you can put in some greens. So I'm just putting in a basic green leaf lettuce today. This is Chinch. He's been in the background. Say hi, Chinch. Oh, all right, and then my source of liquid is almost always water. Sometimes I'll use some almond milk, but most of the time just a source of water. And one thing I should urge you to do if it's something you are doing is stop using fruit juice. Don't drink orange juice, don't drink apple juice anymore. Unfortunately, those things are advertised as healthy, but frankly, they have just as much sugar in them as pop and soda does. And then I just blend it up in my Vitamix. So that's kind of smoothie 101, smoothie basics, and what essentially is going into my smoothies multiple times a day, up to 3 times if I'm training really hard. And then I'll always take it one step further even, and I'll start to add in some superfoods. So I'll just go over kind of a few of the superfoods that I've been using this week, but the list of things I've actually used as superfoods in my smoothies is a list of probably 50 plus things, and there's probably hundreds of things that you could put in your smoothies, just depending on what you need and what you're looking to get out of your smoothies. So first up, something I've been using this week is lion's mane. Lion's mane is just a mushroom extract, and it's really good for your brain. Next up, one thing I've been using this week is camu powder. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And this is crazy high in vitamin C. So when you're starting to feel sick, just a tablespoon of this in and you'll get some awesome vitamin C power. And one thing I use in my smoothies all the time is a very powerful adaptogenic called maca. Now, being an adaptogen, that means maca is very powerful at helping our bodies adapt to stress, and being an endurance athlete, that's super important for me. So I try and get an adaptogen in my body at least every single day. And then lastly, one of the things I've been using this week a little bit is spirulina. Spirulina is a crazy high protein source. You can't use that much though because it tastes, most people would say, quite awful. I don't really mind the taste. I can maybe have up to 1 to 2 tablespoons at a time now. But yeah, just another really awesome source of protein. And if you would like for me to go over a wide range of superfoods and things that you can put in your smoothie, just comment down below and I'll make a video covering it. And there you have it. That's pretty much what I have every day in my smoothie, and hope you can use some of those tips in making your own smoothies. And if you like my video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips on everything triathlon, running related, as well as some nutrition tips every once in a while.